Everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna be sharing with you guys my top 5 liquid foundation for the summertime, and these are basically the foundations that I love to wear, especially during the summertime. Some of these are a recent discover, but these foundations are, you know, really good for the summertime season, just because you don't want your foundation to be sliding off or melting down on your face, and it's not cute. I know, I've been there. I have tried so many different kinds of foundations, and I noticed that here in my area it is a dry heat. There's no humid at all, and the foundation needs to be really good, especially when it comes to staying power, just because I don't want my foundation melting off on my face. So I'm really excited to share this with you guys. I hope this video is helpful to you guys, especially if you're looking for a foundation that you want to wear or you want to try during the summertime. I have only one higher end foundation, so it's pretty much all drugstore, so it's very affordable. You can pretty much get it from the drugstore. And also, by the way, before I forget, I do have a oily combination skin, so keep that in mind. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start off with a drugstore foundation. I actually did a first impression on these, and this one is the Maybelline Dream Wonder Fluid Touch Foundation, and this one has an SPF of 15, which is pretty good, especially if you are gonna be outside. The shade that I have here is in Classic Ivory. I believe this is their lightest shade. This one has a very, you know, interesting sort of like a teardrop applicator. I don't know if you guys can see that. It has a very liquidy consistency. I don't know if you guys can hear that. It has a light to medium coverage, I would say. I do love this foundation just because it is so lightweight on the skin. I don't even feel that I'm wearing foundation at all. This is really good if you have an oily skin. It doesn't oxidize. I do really love the finish of it. It looks pretty natural on the skin. If you are looking for a very lightweight foundation that you want to wear for an everyday basis, I highly recommend you guys checking this one out. Next that I have here is a newer foundation from the drugstore. I believe this one releases like 3 or 4 months ago. Don't quote me on that, I'm not quite sure, but this is a newer foundation from the drugstore. This one is from L'Oreal, and this is their Infallible Pro Matte 24-Hour Foundation. This one has a demi matte finish. This is oil-free. I do love the squeezy tube packaging. It's very travel friendly, and it's pretty easy to dispense the product. But what I love about this foundation is the finish. It has a medium to full coverage. It stays on my face for the rest of the day. I'm telling you guys, just make your skin really flawless. I love the finish of this, you guys. The only downside about this foundation is the color selection. They have a really strong yellow undertone, and I can't find the perfect match for me. The one that I have here is golden beige, but this is actually, you know, a bit darker on my skin tone. But the next shade to this, which is the lighter one, has a pink undertone. So I just hope that they releases, you know, more shade, you know, just to have a variety of shades to choose from. But other than that, this is such a fantastic foundation. I love to mix this with my other foundations, just because it is a bit darker on my skin tone, and also I am acidic, so once I wear this one alone, it can get a lot darker on my skin tone throughout the day. So I love to pair this with other foundation, and I only need, you know, a tiny amount of this, just because, you know, a little bit goes a long way. So I absolutely love this foundation during the summertime, and I've been wearing this for the past couple of weeks together with my other foundation. So this is one of those foundation that you can wear, you know, or you can mix with your other foundation to make your foundation last all day, and you know, to prolong the longevity of your other foundation. So I'm absolutely in love with this. I have a oldie but goodie, and this one is from Covergirl. This is the Outlast Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 foundation, and this one has an SPF of 20, which is pretty good, especially if you're gonna be outside, as I've said earlier. But this one claims to be a lasting power of primer, coverage of a concealer, and blendability of a foundation in one. This is a shine-free foundation, so this is really good if you also have a oily combination skin like me. But what I love about this is that it comes with a pump, so it's very hygienic and it's really easy, you know, to use a product. You don't need a a lot of this. It has a medium to full coverage, and the consistency of this is kind of thick, as you can see, but it's not quite thick as the other foundations. But it is such a really nice foundation for the summertime, just because it holds up on my skin pretty well. I don't oil up that much. It keeps my oil at bay. I only need, you know, to blot once throughout the day and I'm good. But I'm telling you guys, this one is such a really nice foundation as well. So many YouTubers rave about this foundation, and that's because for a good reason. But the only thing is that I don't have, you know, the perfect color for my skin tone. So as you can see, it's a bit, or you know, 2 shades lighter on my skin tone, and this one definitely has a pink undertone, which is, you know, I have a yellow undertone. So yeah, that's the reason why I love to use my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte foundation with this, just because, you know, I can create the perfect match for my skin tone. So I absolutely love this. It's also very lightweight on the skin, doesn't look cakey. I absolutely love this foundation. So this is also one of the best, you know, foundation from the drugstore. So yeah, and then next or last foundation from the drugstore that I'm gonna be sharing with you guys is another oldie but goodie, and this is the Revlon Colorstay 24 Hours Foundation. The shade that I have here is Sand Beige, and this one claims to wear for up to 24 hours, flawless look, lightweight feel. So when it comes to lightweight feel, I don't really, you know, agree with that, just because it's a little bit, or it's somehow kind of heavy for me. But other than that, this one has a full coverage, but you can definitely share this out. I never, you know, tried wearing my foundation for 24 hours, but this definitely held up throughout the day, and love the coverage. I love the finish. You don't even need to set this with a powder. But if you have a very oily skin, I still, you know, suggest you guys setting your foundation with a powder to prolong the longevity of your foundation. Even though this is already a long-lasting foundation, I always set my foundation only on the T-zone part of my face, just to make, you know, my oil at base. So there it is. And then the last one that I wanted to share with you guys is the one that I just recently discovered, and I'm pretty pumped about this foundation. That is what I have on my face today, and I'm obsessed with this. I've been using this non-stop ever since I got this one, and I'm actually iffy at first to try this foundation, just because I think that this is gonna be, you know, really heavy on the face, and I don't really need a full coverage foundation, and I don't usually use a full coverage foundation because I don't have a lot, you know, to cover on my face. But I'm so happy that I, you know, tried this one. I actually asked some of my friends about this foundation. I just want to know their opinion about this, but they told me, you know, it's really nice, but you need to try it for yourself. So that's the reason why I picked this one up, and I'm so happy that I did. The foundation that I'm really happy that I discovered is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place foundation, and I have the shade Desert Beige, and that is what the bottle looks like. I know it's such, you know, a really tiny bottle compared to the other foundations that I have, but this one comes with 1 fluid ounces of product. It's pretty much the same with the other foundations that I have. They have, you know, 30 ml of product. This foundation is impeccable. I absolutely love this. It stays on my face for the rest of the day without making my face oily, even on my T-zone area. I just love this foundation, you guys. I don't even need to set my foundation at all every time I wear this one, just because I'm happy with the coverage. I am happy with the finish. If you are looking for a very full coverage foundation that you want to wear during the summertime, I highly recommend you guys trying this one. So that's basically my top 5 liquid foundation for the summertime. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you did. Leave your comment down below. Let me know what is your favorite foundation to wear during the summertime, and I will talk to you later. Bye guys.